Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm actually outside my bedroom. I'm here at Pontoon, which is just near Foxford in County Mayo, and I want to put something to the test. I want to see if megapixels really matter. So I've got my G9, I've got an old Olympus camera. I'm going to shoot this beautiful scenery at a bunch of different megapixels using high-res mode, stock mode, that kind of thing. Then I'm going to get home, we're going to take a look at the files and see, is there really a difference between like 12 megapixels and 80? Okay, so I'm set up here with the G9. We're at f8, or we're going to be at f8. So everything should be in focus. And I've got a nice little kind of scene composed here. So ISO is 100, so we're going to have as little noise as possible. I'm going to let the camera choose the exposure time. And yeah, we're just going to take the shot first in regular mode and then once in high-res mode. So here we go. Okay, so I'm here on my computer and I have the images here. I just exported them as JPEGs, no actual editing. So we have all of our images open now. And you can see there's a slight bit of difference there with the EM5. I think when I put the tripod plate on, it wasn't on perfect or whatever. The reason I chose this scene is we have subjects in the foreground with quite a bit of detail that we can use. We have, if we come here to, there's probably an actual boat name for this. We come there, that's at an angle, so we can see if there's any like aliasing almost, or just see the step in the pixels. And then also we can look at this detail in the background, and there's all these rocks and stuff. It's quite a detailed image really when you look at it. Let's have a look at some of the detail here in the image. So first thing I'm going to do is see, can I see the letters on this sign? I can. That looks like an I, a T, and a plus. But you can see we definitely have some steps there along here and pretty much everywhere in the image, but I'm zoomed in quite a bit. Like if I zoom out about there, it's not noticeable. When I zoom out all the way, that's quite a nice image. I'm looking at this on a 27-inch screen and it looks fine. So that's our 12 megapixel file, and if we go back to Finder, we can see that that's only 8.9 megabytes. So this is the G9's file, so this is 20 megapixels. We can see actually that the text there, that's definitely a little bit clearer, and you can just kind of see the difference. So again, it's not a perfect, but the G9 is definitely sharper. So that's our G9 image, and this is the high res. So I'll just zoom out, sort of the same. So 80 megapixels, so we should be able to zoom in quite a bit here. And we can, whereas like on the EM5, where is it about this stage, this 16 megapixels, you can see instantly we have some step, like some pixels essentially there that we can see, whereas on the G9's image, that's actually quite impressive. That's how far I have to be zoomed in to even see the start of pixels. On the G9 and on the EM5, it's probably even, it's about there. So it's quite a big difference actually. The big advantage with having high megapixels is the same reason I film all my footage in 4K, but this video is in 1080. It's so I can crop in post and still retain a decent product. That's my kind of outlook for it. Like obviously if you're taking images and they're getting put on billboards, yeah, they're going to be high resolution, but how far away are you when you look at a billboard? So Lightroom also has a feature where you can enhance images. So what I've done here is I used the enhance super resolution function in Lightroom. So we've gone from, where are we? 4608 by 3456 to 9216 by 6912. So we're doubling our resolution. This is our EM5. So it's about there. And then I'm going to go to, this is the EM5 with the super resolution. And that is quite an impressive difference. And you can see it's not like smudged it or anything. There's still, I wouldn't believe that was like AI enhanced if I was shown this. Even with like the line there, where on this it looks quite steppy, it looks like you've drawn it in paint and then gone up at an angle. It's pretty impressive on the enhanced one. Yeah, like I can zoom in pretty far and everything looks pretty good on this. If that was printed at this scale, I would not notice anything. In fact, you go even a bit bigger and only then I'd notice, but if you're using like a matte paper or whatever, you wouldn't notice that. I'd say you could print that to A1 size and it would be absolutely fine for hanging in a house, like at the end of a room or something. So like G9, so now we're 20 megapixels, so doubling that, we're essentially at 40 megapixels. I am actually getting a bit of artifacting, and so the G9 enhanced image is actually identical in size to the 80 megapixel image from the G9. So let's compare that. So the high resolution mode in the G9, what it does is it moves the sensor like a pixel, and then stitches that together. So I'm just looking at this bit of the image, and then I'm gonna go, yeah, I think for whatever reason, the enhancement on the regular G9 image is just not as good as it was on the EM5. Maybe it works better with with smaller files. Maybe I could run this again and get a different result. But even with the EM5, for all this file is technically bigger and technically has more data in it, that's a much cleaner line there, you can see. But you know, they're slightly different angles, so we'll have a look now at the 80 megapixel enhanced. So this is a 118, call it 119 megabyte JPEG, which is massive. Yeah, it's quite a lot of information there. Yeah, for all it's like pixely, it's not like as if I go to like, this is 16 megapixels and I'm essentially comparing it to like 160. So like 10 times. You can see there it's quite like steppy, you know, like it looks like it's been done in paint. That looks, for all there's like pixels there, that looks fine. So that's actual size. Like I'd happily blow it up to A1 or A0, or like I could crop that to there and I would still feel okay with people zooming in. So this is a pretty weird angle. I'm like weirdly up close right now, and the sound's probably not great because I misplaced my lav mic adapter. But in conclusion, I do not think megapixels matter. I looked more at the image from the EM5, so 16 megapixels. I would happily print that to A2, probably even A1. Like, if you're looking for pixels in an image, the image isn't doing its job. I think megapixels, like, yeah, you should consider it. So if you like do a lot of cropping in or something like that, then yeah, maybe having a higher megapixel camera is worth it for you. But you've also got to think, is the camera portable enough for me? Is the camera comfortable in my hand? Like, you might decide to take wildlife photos, right? Photos of like animals and such. But if your camera, it might take 200 megapixel files, but if it doesn't focus fast enough, well then what's the point? You're just gonna have blurry resolution images. I'd rather have like something with less megapixels that focuses faster. I picked up this EM5 Mark II, so that's what I'm filming this on, so let me know if the video looks alright. I picked this up because while it's only 16 megapixels, it fits in my hand quite well. It's really small and portable, particularly with this prime lens I have on it. Again, if you're looking for pixels in an image, or if you see individual pixels in an image, now obviously it's zoomed in much or whatever, but then the image isn't doing its job in telling a story and captivating the viewer. Just my thought. I hope you like this video. I know this is weirdly up close right now. I have a wireless lav system on the way, so expect more kind of outdoors videos, that kind of thing. I'm really excited. So if you give this video a like, comment, a subscribe, or even a share, really appreciate it. But if you don't want it, that's completely okay too. I'm just glad you've watched the video and I hope you like it. So cheers.